Nini, everyone, Zabora here. So they have switched my schedule at work. I'm going to be back on days. Um, so I will hopefully still be able to put up all these wonderful videos that I've been doing lately. But I am going to make probably like 2 or 3 tonight and upload them privately. Just so, I can keep releasing content. I notice that when I kind of like mass release content, you guys don't watch it as much. But when I slowly release content, like the numbers go up because we're usually chatting back and forth about the lessons. So yeah, that's what I think I'm going to be doing. So ignore the shirt and the get up. This is how it's going to look for the next couple videos, or maybe a couple videos in between, depending on how YouTube does that whole from unlisted to listed thing. So yeah, let's go ahead and continue. So this is going to be lesson 4, and we are going to talk about grounding. So at this point, hopefully, for my newbies out there, you guys have been practicing. Rubbing your hands back and forth, you're following along with the lessons, right? So the last lessons we learned about how to raise energy. This lesson we're going to learn how to ground. So you've been rubbing your hands back and forth and building that energy, and we are shaking them out like they're wet. And then we're putting our hands around objects to see what kind of vibrations they hold, whether they feel hot or cold or fast or slow, and we're thinking about that. And we are recording that in our magic journals. Right, guys? That's what we've been doing? Okay. So, at this point, if you have been going along and you still have not been able to raise that energy, just keep trying. Trust me, I have never met a person unable to do this because it's my belief we're all made of energy, and in that energy, magic is born. So, little vibrating atoms that are in this are the little vibrating atoms that are inside you, and we're all fucking connected. So yeah, just keep practicing because you're going to get it. Follow my lessons. I will make a witch out of you yet. So we've been practicing, and maybe we've been feeling kind of tired, especially if you do it a lot, or maybe if you are special and jumped ahead of the class and have already jumped into like tarot reading or bone reading or something like that. Maybe you do a couple readings and all of a sudden you notice you're kind of fatigued, and you're like, wow, that kind of drained me a little bit. I think I'm just gonna go to bed early, or I need a cookie, or whatever. Um, that is at the point where we need to ground and do an exchange of energy and stuff like that. So my favorite meditative visualization that I do is I like to sit comfortably either in a chair or on the floor, and I usually do it on the floor right here in my altar, but I have had success doing this in a chair. And I tell every muscle in my body, starting at the top, going down to my feet, to relax. And I physically feel like my shoulders droop and I begin to relax, and I just kind of. And at that point, I visualize roots coming out of my feet or out of my butt if I'm sitting here on the ground cross legged, and going into the earth and going deep and deep into the earth. I'm just sinking my roots down, down, down into the earth. And I'm visualizing this, and I'm just being quiet. Maybe I got a little incense going, maybe I got a candle going, whatever, set the mood. And when I hit the center of the earth, that's when I begin to draw energy back up through the earth. And that is to recharge my own personal batteries after I've drained myself. Or maybe I can pull this energy up even before I do ritual, but I never fucking do that. I always know that I can just recharge by sitting here a moment and doing this visualization while burning a candle or lighting some incense. So once I pull that energy up and I start to feel better, I pull my roots up and I visualize. This all takes about 15-20 minutes or so, until my little like chime candle burns about halfway out, or if I'm lighting a tea light or something, I always burn like a small little candle. I wait till like it burns out, or I try to anyway, and that's kind of like the end of my ritual. I just pull my roots up and I'm fine. I get up and I walk around. I'm golden. So that is grounding. Now there's so many techniques on that, so many different ideas about why this works. For me, this is what I do, and I know it works. So give it a shot. If you want to try something else or research something else, go for it. I encourage that fully. Maybe you'll find a visualization that works for you. This is just the one that works for me. So, pay attention, do these lessons, and you will be a witch at the end of a year's time. Guaranteed. That's it for tonight, guys. Sun up, D.